everybody. Happy surgiversary to me. My first year post-op is celebrated today, and I'm very happy to say I'm in a good place today. It's been a year like no other year, which I think most people can say when they've had the surgery. I had RNY November 2nd, 2009. After about 8 months of prep, of going to classes and being psychologically tested and losing X% of my body weight in advance to prove I was a good risk, a good candidate. And I feel sure that my surgeon and my nutritionist would be very proud of me today. I've gone beyond my wildest dreams. I never even dreamed about being 135 or 133. I even hit 132 last week. Today I'm 135, and I'm feeling great. I wanted to share some things, some insights. I used to have a blog a long time ago when I first started, before I made videos, and I'm going to put this up if I can figure out how to get into that blog. But in the meantime, I thought maybe I would take some of these little thoughts and make little mini videos, or it'll be too long and too boring. So this is the setup. I wrote a paper called All I Really Need to Know I Learned in My First Year of Weight Loss Surgery Post-op. The longer subtitle is All I Really Need to Know About How to Live and What to Do and How to Enjoy the Rest of My Life as the New Me, the me I always wanted to be. I learned my first year post-op weight loss surgery. I don't want anybody to think I've got it all together. I've learned so many incredible things about myself, about other people, about community, about support, and about self-love. And I want to thank the people out there. And you know who you are. If you have touched my life, if our paths have crossed in the last year, and it has blessed or benefited you, and it has blessed and benefited me, even if some lessons were hard learned, I always want to be a person who's open to learning, open to correction, open to growth. You never stop growing until you breathe your last breath. And that's kind of my philosophy. So, at newly aged 53, here we go. Number 1, anything worth having is worth working for. Commit like your life depended on it. This surgery is a gift. It is not a magic bullet. It seems like magic at first, but if you don't commit to the work, to the growth, to the changes, to the self-introspection and the healing, it won't stay. So you have to commit like your life depended on it. And if you don't love yourself enough, then commit like someone else that you love desperately, life depended on it, your children, your spouse, your best friend, that if there was something you could do to save them, if you did this action, if you did these steps, their life would be saved. If that's what it takes for you to grow into the pattern of behavior, you got to tell yourself what you got to tell yourself to get it going on up here. It's easy in the first few months. It's easy in some ways and harder physically in some ways, but you know what I mean. So if you commit to this process as if it was to save another person's life, then maybe you can have that time to make a lasting change in your relationship with food and exercise and a healthy lifestyle, because it's all about commitment. It's not about how bad do you want it, because I wanted it bad, and I don't think I could ever say somebody else didn't want it as badly. But you've got to commit to the process, and it's not a quick fix. This is a toolbox you're getting with surgery, but you've got to work those tools. So that was number 1. Anything worth having is worth working for. Number 2, if you don't make yourself a priority, no one else is going to do it. AKA, self-care is not selfish. Okay, ladies, that's for you. For women who are by nature nurturers, as we enter the marriage and family stage of life, everyone comes first and you are always last, and we just slide downhill after that. Then suddenly, you're eating to fill a need for nurture and to feel better about whatever. Everyone's needs come before yours, and you've allowed that. Are you enjoying your role as martyr? You don't get any prizes for that, you know. Did your mom do this? Was your mom a martyr? Did you watch her martyr herself for her family? Is that what made her crabby and hypercritical? And were you caught in the crossfire of that childhood? I was. So don't comfort yourself with food. Take time out. You have to do what's best for you. You have to be a gift to yourself. You put your needs first. It's called self-care. It is absolutely imperative that you practice extreme self-care the first year post-op, if you're going to give yourself the best fighting chance to succeed in the long term. This first year is your year for rediscovery, the year of reinvention. You need time to process, to reflect, to feed your body the highest possible quality nutrients, and to feed your spirit the same. That's what's the most important. If you don't make yourself a priority, no one else will do it for you. That's number 2. I'll take a break and make another couple of videos.